Hey guys, welcome to my Xpeng stock analysis. Quick intro of Xpeng. It's a Chinese electric vehicle or EV automaker headed by CEO He Xiaopeng with dual listings in the USA and Hong Kong. I like Xpeng because of its huge potential and low valuation. Because I believe Xpeng is not just an automaker but something much more. An integrated hard tech and soft tech company with full stack AI mobility solutions, one of the leading self-driving capabilities in China, and largely disregarded or underestimated by analysts and markets alike. Here's why Xpeng could see exponential growth in the coming years, with a chance of hitting $100 by end 2026, or a $100 billion market cap, about fivefold from its current value, using a simple SWOT analysis combined with hundreds, if not thousands of hours of research and analysis. Now let me touch on Xpeng's strengths. The first is strong products and unique designs. The second, great affordability and value for money. Third, cutting-edge technology and features. Fourth, a strong and wide product portfolio. 5, a strong leadership team. 6, a strong supply chain management and marketing. And lastly, improving financials. Firstly, their strong products and standout designs. Their cars have a strong focus on their target audience with an emphasis on tech and space. Xpeng cars also strive to adopt unique and stylish original designs, such as the M03's signature front face, the P7 Plus double ducktail, and the new P7's redesigned X-Mark face, tapered rear and active rear spoiler. Second, affordability. Starting in mid-2024, Xpeng adjusted its pricing strategy to cater mostly to the RMB 100,000 to 150,000 range, pitting the cars mostly against BYD's and Leap Motors' lower spec cars. Number 3, technology and features. Xpeng's cutting-edge tech includes a proprietary electronic and electrical architecture and a smart cockpit among various features. The P7 Plus and latest G7 also boast assisted driving as standard and use Nappa leather on all their seats with heating, ventilation and massage functions. Xpeng's new VLM or Vision Language Model is the vehicle's AI brain that understands the world through visual and linguistic information, similar to human cognitive functions. VLM is now present in Xpeng's new G7 SUV and allows for real-time, human-like decision-making in complex driving scenarios, including obstacle avoidance and emergency response. Xpeng's upcoming VLA, Vision Language Action Model, is the industry's first intelligent driving AI brain plus cerebellum, which enables Xpeng's latest cars to process visual and language inputs and generate corresponding actions, particularly for autonomous driving. Number 4, a strong and wide product portfolio. Xpeng currently has 7 models covering a large price and product range, from the budget-conscious to luxury customers to family to performance users. In the fast-changing EV market in China, Xpeng is constantly innovating, with many new and facelifted products ready for launch in the next few years, averaging 2 a quarter. Number 5, a strong leadership team. CEO Xpeng is in charge of the overall vision and strategy of the company, and is also the face and driving force behind Xpeng. Co-President Wang Fengying, who came on board in January 2023, excels at automotive operations. Vice Chairman and Co-President Brian Gu is in charge of capital markets and global expansion. Number 6, stronger supply chain management and marketing. Now, Xpeng has various initiatives such as partnerships for bulk purchases with Volkswagen, which allows cheaper and faster purchase of raw materials, and they also have enhanced mass production capabilities with the world's largest 16,000-ton gigapress, allowing for cheaper and faster die casting of models. Third, they've improved marketing efforts with strong celebrity endorsements for their car launches to generate even more hype, awareness and improve brand perception. Xpeng is also increasing its brand strength online and offline, including instances such as free advertising by its hometown provincial government in Guangdong. 7. Improving financials. The company's financial metrics are all moving in the right direction, and CEO Xpeng has hinted at a break-even quarter in 2025. I do believe there's a small chance that Xpeng may have a net profit in the second quarter 2025 results, which is coming out on 19 August. Achieving profitability should spark analyst repricings of the stock, as it proves that Xpeng has a viable business model and bankruptcy risk is greatly reduced. Now let me touch on their weaknesses. There's 4 weaknesses that I can identify for Xpeng, which is: first is a soft China economy, second is global economic uncertainties, third is intense industry competition in the EV sector and price wars, fourth is a lower brand awareness and brand perception compared to other established brands. China's economy has slowed in recent years and overall demand for cars should be affected. However, Xpeng's cars that target the lower price segment and budget-conscious customers. Xpeng cars are also known for their value for money and cutting-edge technology, which are both highly in demand. Therefore, Xpeng's sales may stay resilient or even improve during this period. A second weakness is the global economic uncertainty. Trade wars and tariffs have been dampening global demand and causing business uncertainties. However, similar to the previous issue, Xpeng's cars that target the lower price segment and budget conscious may prove resilient and even improve during this period. Third, intense industry competition and price wars. In China, automakers sometimes initiate large price cuts to stimulate sales, sparking price wars and retaliation. This will cause margin erosion and lower profitability for all automakers. However, Xpeng has increasingly not participated in such price wars, but focused on their cars' unique selling points of tech and other smart features. Also, Chinese authorities are intervening to prevent recurring price wars, as this involution hurts the economy as a whole. Number 4. Xpeng's brand strength is still relatively low compared to Tesla, BYD, Huawei, and Xiaomi. This puts off customers who may not dare to buy startup brands for fear of the company's bankruptcy or dubious quality. However, Xpeng is slowly but surely growing its reputation in China and overseas, with strong sales on both fronts. In addition, Xpeng is slowly penetrating small cities in China, with expanding stores, dealerships, and charging infrastructure. Next, opportunities. This is what got me really excited in Xpeng in the first place. First, we have new BEV and EREV launches. Then we have a rapid global expansion plan in place. Third, Xpeng's Evo HD subsidiary has flying cars. Fourth, we have Turing AI car chips. 5 is autonomous and assisted driving. 6, humanoid all-purpose robots. 7, robocars and robotaxis. And 8, increased strategic partnerships and institutional investors. Xpeng has a strong product pipeline through 2026, meaning they have many cars lined up in the second half of 2025. The new G7 SUV BEV has launched in July 2025, and the new P7 sedan BEV is launching in August 2025. Next, Xpeng's EREVs will debut in the fourth quarter of 2025, expected with the X9 EREV and the G9 EREV potentially. EREVs are proven strong sellers in China due to the elimination of range anxiety and can usually outsell their BEV counterparts by a few multiples. In 2026, Xpeng is rumored to be launching a Mona M03 EREV sedan and possibly other Xpeng variants such as the P7 Plus EREV, the new P7 EREV, and even the G6 EREV. Xpeng's proprietary Xpeng super electric system will bring an industry-leading EREV system, seamlessly combining a battery EV with a fuel tank for efficiency and up to 1,450 km range, which is an industry-leading record. Moreover, Xpeng's Level 3 autonomous driving breakthroughs may make Xpeng stand out further from the crowd. My take on this is, the current EREV market, while saturated, is enormous and it will be very significant for many years to come in China and around the world. Number 2. Xpeng's global expansion and overseas sales is growing well, with more growth to come as the facelifted G6, G9 and X9 models start to sell worldwide starting in the second half of 2025. Xpeng has also announced a targeted presence in 60 countries by end 2025, compared to 30 countries at end 2024. They have also had the first overseas factory up and running in Jakarta, Indonesia in July 2025, which currently produces the right-hand drive G6 and X9 for Southeast Asian markets. Third, flying cars. Xpeng has already developed a land aircraft carrier which consists of a modular van and a flying eVTOL module, which is stored inside and charged inside the van. So together, this comprises one unit of a land aircraft carrier. This land aircraft carrier unit has an estimated selling price of RMB 1.8 million and its output is expected at 10,000 units per year. Xpeng also has other eVTOLs in development, such as the tilt rotor flying car and the true flying car. However, the true flying car is unfeasible at its current stage due to excessive rotor vibration damage from the car's movement. My overall take on this business is there is good potential and we have to watch out for the new flying car products such as the tilt rotor eVTOL and also the second generation of the land aircraft carrier. Number 4. AI car chips. Xpeng's Turing AI car chip started mass production in the second quarter of 2025 and it's 3 times more powerful than the current industry standard of NVIDIA's Drive Orin X. Xpeng's partner Volkswagen has also expressed interest in using the Turing chip in their jointly developed cars. My take is this Turing chip is a wild card and we have to watch for proof of concept or future breakthrough products. Number 5. Autonomous and assisted driving. Xpeng's latest autonomous driving or AD system is the AI Turing Intelligent Driving System. Xpeng uses a non-LiDAR sensory hardware setup consisting of cameras, millimeter wave radars, and ultrasonic radars. This setup has proven effective in Xpeng's quest for Level 3 and Level 4 autonomous driving. With the introduction of the VLA model later this year, Xpeng aims to achieve full Level 3 autonomous driving by end 2025, the world's first for a mainstream passenger car. The autonomous driving market has very high potential, but the timeline and the route for it is still unknown, while monetization also is a few years far off. Number 6. Humanoid robots. Xpeng's humanoid all-purpose bipedal robot called Iron is now being deployed for trials in Xpeng factories and stores. The 5th generation of Xpeng's robot is expected to enter L3 mass production stage in 2026. In the near future, humanoid robots could be deployed for many functions such as manufacturing, security, transport and deliveries, and it may actually come sooner than we think. I believe that Xpeng's Iron robots could be a worldwide game changer, and which is something to look out for. Number 7 is robocars and robotaxis. This is the final step for fully autonomous self-driving cars, which is considered level 5 and which Xpeng could achieve by 2027. This has vast applications from transportation to food delivery to mobile convenience stores to F&B to e-commerce, you name it. And it also may be combined with eVTOLs like Meituan, Didi for food delivery, transportation or even tourism. I believe this market is also very high potential, but the timeline is a bit further out and the earliest we can see monetization of this should be about 2027. Number 8. Xpeng and Volkswagen have a growing relationship, whereas Volkswagen pays Xpeng royalties every year, which will keep increasing as their relationship grows, and they will launch their jointly developed car in 2026. And further partnerships are still being explored. Xpeng has also partnered with China MNCs such as Didi for the Mona brand, and they have also partnered with Huawei for the AR HUD. Further partnerships or strategic investments are very possible, such as from China, Europe, Asia, Middle East or South America. Last, the threats. Persistent product and price competition. Second, a loss of innovation. Third, geopolitical tensions. Fourth, continuous domestic and global economic softness. 5. Car quality or safety issues. 6. Black swan events. And finally, company fraud or mismanagement. The first threat is product and price competition. So we have price wars and big incumbents in the market. These are big threats to Xpeng's domestic EV sales growth. But I believe that Xpeng, with its growing brand strength, strong tech, and value for money cars will differentiate itself from its competition. The same goes for similar models or copycats. And third, an overseas product and price competition, including tariffs, will dampen growth and margins. But similar to the domestic market, Xpeng can leverage on its growing brand strength, its outstanding technology, and value for money cars to stand out in the crowded EV space. Number 2. Loss of innovation. Xpeng's then VP of Autonomous Driving, Wu Xingtuo, was poached by Nvidia in August 2023, which created a hiccup in Xpeng's autonomous driving aspirations. However, Xpeng has come back stronger and better than before, as it continues its strong remuneration policies, continue recruiting the best and brightest tech talent, and banks on its increasing brand strength, reputation, and business profitability to attract more top talent, resulting in a virtuous cycle. Number 3. Geopolitical tensions. US and China tensions does not affect Xpeng much, as Xpeng does not do any business in the USA. A delisting of Xpeng's US ADR stock is a remote possibility if US-China relations sour further, but I believe that Xpeng's Hong Kong stock will eventually recover and push higher from any delisting turmoil as the company grows. Next, Europe and China tensions. There are already high Europe tariffs in place and are likely to be raised further as that will spark retaliation from China. And also, Xpeng's upcoming EIVs are exempt from EU tariffs, which present a big and profitable opportunity. Number 4. Global or domestic economic softness. Further deterioration of China or the global economy will have a mixed effect on Xpeng. Slower growth generally means less consumption and less sales. However, Xpeng is positioned as an affordable, mass market and smart EV brand, so a slowdown could spur more belt-tightening customers to go for smart cars like Xpeng, which are bang for the buck and value for money. Next, Xpeng's improving finances and growth can weather a further or prolonged slowdown, as in the long run, an economic downturn is merely a hiccup for a thriving and moonshot business. Number 6. There are fears that Xpeng cars may suffer from quality issues, mass recalls, high-profile accidents, negative publicity, which all may create a corporate crisis. So, how does Xpeng tackle this? Xpeng has a strong vehicle track record with top quality control and safety global standards. It also carries out stringent tests on all its cars and new software, such as autonomous driving software, and has not had any significant mass car recall in its history. Black swan events are both highly improbable yet very impactful events. Keyman risks, with a very obscure possibility that something happens such that CEO Xpeng cannot lead the company anymore. Next, natural disasters. Xpeng's Guangdong factories are not near any major seismic zones, and there are also preventive measures in place from severe flooding, which has occurred recently. Next, financial crisis. Xpeng's improving results and growing business should provide high resilience. Number 4 is a recurrence of another pandemic, but I believe that China and the rest of the world is much more prepared for another pandemic, plus Xpeng is also more resilient as its finances and business grows. Number 5 is a major war breaking out, especially in Asia, but I believe this is unlikely in the next 3 years with a non-antagonistic Trump administration and global economic uncertainties. And finally, we have company fraud and mismanagement. This is a perceived threat by some. They are scared of China. They have been burned by Chinese companies or scam companies in China, and they do not trust or believe in them. So let me address your worries. First, company fraud. Some people fear that the company is overstating car deliveries and revenue. Well, China's weekly insurance registration data and overseas country sales numbers are all from legit government sources and they cannot be doctored. Therefore, revenue can also be derived from their deliveries and models' average selling prices. Next, company mismanagement and corruption. CEO Xpeng is clearly against corruption and wants to do the best for his company, as evident when the company was in crisis during October 2019. Instead of giving up and folding the company, which is the easiest thing to do, CEO Xpeng and his team recognized their deficiencies, quickly stamped out rampant internal corruption, did a complete organizational and strategic overhaul, persevered, and now have grown the company to a solid footing with profitability in sight. This shows his dedication to the success and growth of Xpeng. So after all this, what do I think? Xpeng could not be a global leader in EV cars, flying cars, humanoid robots, AI cars, chips, and robocars, all rolled into one company. This company has a huge potential to change the world, or most of it, and the stock's risk-reward looks tremendously positive now. I mean, for me, the worst case scenario is that the stock goes sideways due to inexplicable stagnation of the global EV car business and all its other exciting prospects fall flat. But in a good case scenario, not even the best case, if just one or two of Xpeng's new businesses blast off, the sky's the limit. Here's a summary of all the business segments for the EV cars, the flying cars, AI chips, robots, and robocars. I feel that robots are Xpeng's next great frontier and will eventually become its dominant business, possibly transforming the company and reshaping the world. And that's it. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.